and welcome to your Monday Morning Yoga Minutes. I'm Audra Monk, and I teach at Mountain Spirit Yoga in Middletown, Maryland. And we would love for you to join us at our studio for a class or a workshop. You can see all of our information at mountainspirityoga.com. Today, we are going to do some sun salutations, so some lunging and version of downward facing dog, and we're going to just move a little bit, but we're going to do it with a chair, which is great when you need a little help and also great when you just want to go a little more gently. So have your mat and then have your chair at the front and make sure that all of the legs are firmly on your mat. Okay, so this is like my kitchen chair. You could use a folding chair. I'm going to sit down and take your socks off. If you have socks or shoes on, this is a really nice practice. Most of the time we like to do yoga with our feet bare anyway, but this is a really nice practice for getting your feet awake and feeling the earth. Okay, so have your chair, make sure it's sturdy. We're going to use the seat of the chair to help us out today. And come and stand towards your chair, but not, so have your feet not under the chair to start. And I will cue the feet forward and back. So with the chair, we do have to make little adjustments to make the practice go a little more smoothly, but it'll be okay. And you may want to watch the first one and then join in, or start the video over at the beginning and join in. So we're going to do three rounds, and the first one will go a little bit slower. So we stand looking at our chair, mountain pose. We want to feel the inner edge of the foot, the outer edge of the foot. We want to lift the toes and spread them wide, and then let them come on back down. The legs are strong, so squeeze the thigh muscles and let the belly pull in. Roll the shoulders down and back, tuck the chin slightly. Okay, we're going to start with a breath here. Take the hands. You want the palms forward facing, but bring the arms back behind the body just a little. Good, so that the chest is open and the shoulders are contracting on the back. And we're going to breathe here. 3 deep breaths. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. And again. And one more. Beautiful. Inhale, bring your arms up and overhead. Pause. You could do hands together. You could do hands apart. Belly pulls in, legs are still active. Good. And now we'll make this a forward fold. So the arms go out, we bend at the knees, hinge at the hips. So stick your butt out behind and bring your hands to the seat of that chair. Good. And then lengthen the head forward towards the back of your chair. You can definitely keep a knee bend, but the back is nice and long, so there's no rounding at the bottom and no rounding at the top. Good. And then we're going to step the left foot more forward, so under the chair, and take your right leg to the back, first with your heel up and sink in. Okay, so you could stay here, hands on the chair, chest lifted. If it feels right for you, maybe come to fingertips. Good. Breathe here. Tuck the tail a little so you get a little stretch on your hip flexor. All right, and then hands find the chair strongly again. Take your front foot and step it back. And we're going to call this downward facing dog. So you can bend the knees as much as you need to. The hips are lifted and the head comes between the upper arms. The back is super long. And this feels so good. If you'd like, maybe walk your dog this first one. Lift one knee as you press the opposite hip and heel back. All right, one more for the walking. And then both heels come down. And then shift the weight forward for plank. And you can leave the heels down or lift the heels up. Belly is in, spine is long. All right, back to our downward dog. Bend your knees and travel the hips back. Breathe here. Okay, and then it's right leg coming forward, so bring your right foot forward so it goes under the chair a little, and you can bend the knee. Lift your back heel. I'm going to wiggle my leg back because that's where I like my lunge. So we feel this in the calf and in the hip flexor. Lift the heart, lift the chest. Breathe here. One more breath. And then we're going to step the back foot forward. Bend both knees. We're going to take a chair pose. So bend both knees, slide the hips back, And inhale, the arms come forward and we come all the way up. Palms can come together. Hands come to the heart. Okay, so that's a half because we have to go the other way. So we're going to bring the arms back up and exhale, forward fold, bend at the knees. I'm going to step my feet back a little bit because that works better for me. So you have to find a place where you can find a long spine. And this second round will go, or the second half will go just a hair faster. All right, so now we need our right foot to step forward and our left leg to go back. There we go. Here's our lunge. Lift the chest. Keep the back heel up. And then it's our downward facing dog. So hands firm on your chair. Step the foot back. I usually end up stepping my foot forward. Bend at the knees. Hinge at the hips. Head between the upper arms. Come on forward for our plank. And if you ever need to skip the planks, that's okay. You can stay in down dog longer. Slide it back. Bend the knees. Left foot comes forward for our lunge. You might need to wiggle back your back foot or it might be in just the right spot. Lift the chest. Good, breathe here. Back foot steps in. Here's our chair pose, so bend the knees. Arms can release. You can hold on to the chair if you need to, or those arms are floating up, and hands come to the heart. All right, so now we are gonna roll 2 full sets together. I'm going to add a side bend, I think, in the middle. We'll see how that goes. So finding your chair. Tadasana, mountain pose, feeling grounded in the feet, arms relax. All right, go ahead and do that one chest stretch. So palms forward, but lift the chest and take the hands back behind you. All right, let's go. Arms come up, look up if you like. And then exhale, arms go wide, bend at the knees, hinge at the hips, find your flat back, adjust the feet so the spacing is right for you. Left foot steps forward, right leg steps back, heart lifts. Here's our lunge. Front foot comes back to downward facing dog, hips are high. Let's inhale forward for plank, belly pulls in, exhale back to down dog. Good, right leg steps forward. Close to the chair, wiggle the back leg back as needed. Lift the heart, lift the chest. All right, step your back foot forward. Chair pose, bend the knees can touch the chairs. Arms release, and we stand all the way up. Let's bring the palms together and lean to the right. So I'll turn so you can see. So a side lean, come back up, and lean to the left. Come back up. And forward fold. Find the chair, lengthen the spine. All right, right leg steps closer, so the left leg goes back, the heart lifts. Front foot follows, hips go high, downward facing dog. Come forward for plank. And back to down dog. And then we need the left foot forward. Wiggle the back toe back as needed. Back foot steps forward. I usually have to adjust my feet, bend your knees, chair pose, powerful pose, and come all the way up. And hands come to the heart. All right, one more round. Let's do it together. So you ready? Inhale, arms rise. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, left foot steps closer, right leg goes back, heart lifts. Exhale, back to downward facing dog. Inhale, forward for plank, legs and belly strong. Exhale, downward facing dog, bend the knees. All right, right leg steps forward, lift the back heel, lift the chest. Back foot steps forward, sink into your chair pose, arms lift forward, and we rise up. Hands come together, exhale to the right. Inhale, center, exhale, left. All right, here we go, last part. Come back up, exhale, forward fold. Hands to the chairs, bend the knees, spine is long. Bring the right leg closer, step the left leg back, heart lifts. Front foot comes back, hips lift, downward facing dog. Come forward for plank, belly in, legs strong. Slide it back. All right, step that left foot forward, and if you do the other foot, it is not a deal breaker. Step the back foot forward, sit in your invisible chair, Uttanasana. Chair pose, powerful pose, rise up, and hands come to the heart. Okay, let's pause here just a moment and breathe together. You can do hands at the heart, you can do hands at the sides. The eyes can be open, the eyes can be closed, they can be mostly closed, but just pause for a moment and breathe and feel that, hopefully just a gentle energy that we have brought to the body. And there you go. So there's a nice, I just feel awesome right now, a really nice, gentle sun salutation practice using your chair. If you have questions or comments, let me know. You can find all our information at mountainspirityoga.com. Until next time, my friends, thank you and namaste.